Valentine in December, you say you love me, but you don't remember my name. You cause me pain. All girls are the same. Yeah. I don't love you now. All girls are the same.
Hey, what is up everyone, welcome back to another YouTube video. Now in today's video I'm actually going to be showing you guys my favorite effects in Filmora 9. Now here's the thing, I'm using one clip, I'm not using cinematics, which a bunch of the effects that I'm going to be showing today mostly tie in with cinematic. So not a lot of them are going to look that well with just one clip. So essentially what I'm going to be doing also is explaining what they should look like or what I use them for in different scenarios. With that being said, let's get right into it. Alright, so we're in Filmora 9 right now, and what I'm going to be doing is I'm just going to use this clip right here. And we're just going to add a bunch of effects that I like to use, and yeah, so I guess this is a tutorial video. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to start off with the glow, and also for glow we need chaos too. And this is probably my favorite effect out of all of them. I usually use this in literally all my montages, and you've probably seen it in a bunch of my tutorials before. I literally showed it in my recent one because I was doing that rainbow video, and you actually saw me use this, but I also added in the rainbow effect and whatnot. And that's actually a part of my favorite effects, although I'm not going to show you how to do that. Number one, it takes so much time, and number two, I already showed you how to make it in one of my recents. So you can go check that out, and yeah. Alright, for this one, you just find the frame that you use, or find the frame that you, I guess, shot the shotgun, and you basically are getting shield, and it looks like this for your player. And what we're going to do is we're actually going to be adding in this, I guess, effect about a frame before that happens. And with the I guess settings of this effect, we just want 60 for our frequency and RGB off, so it should look like that. Now usually what I do is I add slow-mo, but I don't feel like doing that right now because there's no point. And what we're going to do now is we essentially put this glow a frame after chaos. So it usually looks like this, but with slow-mo, and slow-mo makes it look better and whatnot. And that's how I do this first effect. Now moving on, another effect of mine that I like to use is usually strong glitch. This one's not really something that you use for a clip or whatnot. It's usually for a transition. So say I wanted to transition over, I usually would use this to, I guess, transition over. So it would usually look like that, and then I'd go into the next clip. Alright, so essentially for our next effect, you just go over to styles and filters, and you should find it. It's called bokeh parallax, I think. And essentially, you've probably seen this on, I think, a montage that I made about 2 weeks ago. And now that doesn't really look good. I actually use this effect sometimes. It's not like I use them all the time. And like I said, it doesn't look good because it's not in the right, I guess, agenda, or this isn't the right time, I guess I would use it in a montage. So it doesn't really look good, but I use it, so that's what I'm going to show you. Alright, so for our next effect, I use chromatic aberration. Essentially for this, I usually just, it looks like this. I usually do it sometimes in a cinematic to maybe look like it's having that glitch effect as it's just getting out of the player's perspective, or of my clip's perspective, or sometimes the client, depends. Essentially I make it look like that because it makes it look like it's glitching a little bit, but you know, it's not in the right frame or the right time to use it, so it doesn't look good. Alright, so we're just gonna go over to transitions for a bit. As you can see, I have my favorite transitions right about here. This one, not a lot of people in Filmora actually like to use it, but I like to use it a lot actually. I don't know why. It's just like one of my favorite transitions, and I usually use it every once in a while. And you probably see me use this to transition into a tutorial and whatnot, and I've actually done it a lot. Cross zoom, I actually do this probably a couple times. I think sometimes I do them. Sometimes this is actually a combo, I guess you could say. Essentially I add in a bunch of like red effect. I add in like a red effect. It goes into red, or it makes it look red. Essentially, Milliam does this in Premiere, and I actually just use, or Premiere or After Effects, I can't remember what he uses. But essentially he does this in Premiere and After Effects, and I try to, I guess, copy that same type of thing, but in Filmora, so it takes a lot of time, and you actually have to make it every montage if you like to use it. That's why you probably never see me use it, besides once. For our next one, this is warp. I actually use this probably a lot more than all of the others. This is another blur transition looking thing. Warp zoom 6 kind of zooms back out, and then I warp zoom 3 because it zooms back in. So it's kind of like a combo, and I usually use them on cinematics, so I zoom out, then zoom back in. And yeah. Alright, for our next effect, it's actually going to be mild. This is another shake, but I like to use this usually I usually use this for cinematics and whatnot. I usually don't have motion blur on or RGB separate, so it kind of looks like that. Now, like I said, this is not in the right sense of where it usually would be if I would make it. I usually add them in cinematics, like I said, or sometimes in slow-mo if I want to. Sometimes I actually combo this with Chaos 2 and Glow. Depends on kind of like my style of that montage. So yeah, it depends, but yeah. Alright guys, that's the end of this video. Hope you guys did enjoy it. Now here's the thing, I've actually had to, I guess, come up with this idea. Now people have actually requested to do this, but I just had to do this video because it's very quick and very fast to make. I also have only a couple hours before I'm supposed to post this, because I forgot to make a video yesterday and edit it. So I'm making this video really fast, so that's why this video idea wasn't that well made, or wasn't really good, or wasn't well made. I've had a bunch of good ideas, it's just that they're gonna take a while to make, and right now I don't really have that much of a time to make them, especially if I'm gonna have to post this in roughly around 6 hours. So yeah, and also I've been working on this video idea that's gonna take me a couple that I've been working on. I actually have, and also have this video that it's been taking me a couple weeks to make right now, and I can't wait to be done with it so you guys can see it. It's actually gonna be an insane idea, and it's gonna be so good. And also there's a montage coming out Saturday, and you probably have already seen the teaser for it at the beginning of this video. And yeah, so I hope you guys did enjoy, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.
I know that we got it, I might even guarantee it. When she tied me up and turned me right into a paraplegic.